I will demonstrate how to crochet a pumpkin. First, take out the purple yarn and hook from the crochet kit. Firstly, wrap the yarn around your left index and little finger. Start with a magic ring. Make a small circle like this. Keep this yarn on top. Keep that yarn at the bottom. Insert the hook into this circle. Pull the yarn through with the hook. After that, pinch this area tightly with your thumb and middle finger. Make a chain stitch. Pull it through from the bottom to the top. This is a magic ring. Here is another version of the magic ring. First, hold the yarn end in your right hand. Wrap the yarn around your left hand. First, wrap the yarn around your pinky. Then, wrap it around your index finger from the front of your palm. Then form a loop around your middle finger. Hold the intersection with your thumb. Then use this method to start. Hold the hook with your right hand. Whether it is a magic ring start or a chain stitch start, we use this method to start. Insert the hook into the loop formed on your middle finger. Turn the hook from facing you to a vertical position. Pull the yarn through, forming a loop. Forming a loop on the hook, adjust to the appropriate height. Then yarn over again. Pull the yarn through the loop. This completes the foundation chain for the magic ring start. After making the foundation chain, begin the first round of crochet. The foundation chain for the magic ring is not counted in the total stitch count. It is only a foundation chain, the starting stitch of the crochet. It is not included in the stitch count of the round. Okay, let's get back. Crochet a single crochet in this circle. Let's learn how to crochet a single crochet. Insert the hook into the circle. Pull the yarn through from the top to the bottom with the hook. Pull the yarn through the two loops on the hook together. This is a single crochet. Here is another version of single crochet. For a single crochet, bring the hook to the middle. Do not yarn over. Insert the hook into the stitch. Bring the yarn through with the hook. There are two loops on the hook. Pull the yarn through both loops. This is how to make a single crochet. Okay, let's get back. Can you see the stitch here? Place a marker here. Crochet the second single crochet. Insert the hook into this circle. Pull the yarn through from the top to the bottom. Pull the yarn through to loops. Crochet the third single crochet. Insert the hook into the circle. Pull the yarn through from the top to the bottom. Pull the yarn through to loops. Crochet the fourth single crochet. Insert the hook into the circle. Crochet out. Pull through to loops. This yarn is always inside. Do not place it incorrectly. Here is the fifth stitch. Insert the hook and pull through. Pull through 2 loops. Here is the 6th single crochet. Insert the hook and pull through. Pull through 2 loops. This V shape represents 1 stitch. This is the 1st stitch. The 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th stitches. 1 V is 1 stitch. Now 6 stitches are done. Pull this loop tight. Open the marker. Make sure to see clearly where the marker is placed. Remove the marker. Insert into this stitch and make a slip stitch. I will demonstrate how to crochet a slip stitch. Pull the yarn through from bottom to top. Pull through directly. This is a slip stitch. Here is another version of slip stitch. In this episode, we will learn how to make a slip stitch. Using the magic ring to start the piece. At the end of each round, make a slip stitch to join the last stitch to the first stitch. To connect the whole piece into a ring. After completing the stitch count for the first round. Now, let's make a slip stitch. First, find the first stitch of this round. The first stitch is marked with a stitch marker. This is the first stitch. To make a slip stitch, draw the loop to the middle of the hook. Use your right index finger to hold the loop. Insert the hook into the first stitch. Pass through the first stitch at the marked spot. When making a slip stitch, go through the V-shaped stitch. Penetrate the V-shaped stitch, bring the yarn with the hook. Pull the yarn out through the first stitch. After pulling out, there are 2 loops on the hook. Bring the second loop onto the hook. Pull it through the original loop on the hook. Tighten the loop by repeatedly pulling. The slip stitch is completed. Connect the last stitch to the first stitch to form a circle. This is a slip stitch. Okay, let's get back. The first round is done. Crochet the second round. Make a chain stitch. Here is another version of a chain stitch. Now I will demo how to crochet a chain stitch. Here, use a chain stitch as the foundation chain. First, make a chain stitch. A chain stitch is the foundation chain. If you are going to make single crochet, next, 1 chain stitch as the foundation chain is enough. If you need to make a half double crochet, you need to make 2 chain stitches as the foundation chain. For a double crochet, make 3 chain stitches. For a double crochet, as the foundation make 3 chain. Chain stitches as the foundation chain, and so on. The taller the stitch, the more chain stitches you need for the foundation chain. Three chain stitches are the foundation chain for a double crochet. A double crochet requires a yarn over. Insert the hook into the stitch and bring the yarn over. There are 3 loops on the hook. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. Then pull the yarn through the last 2 loops. A double crochet height requires 2 yarn overs. So you need to make 3 chain stitches as the foundation chain. Remove 3 chain stitches. Change to 2 chain stitches. This is the foundation chain for a half double crochet. For a half double crochet, yarn over. Insert the hook into the stitch. Bring the yarn out of the stitch. There are 3 loops on the hook. Pull the yarn through all 3 loops. Pull through all 3 loops at once. A half double crochet is shorter than a double crochet, but taller than a single crochet. So you need to make 2 chain stitches as the foundation chain. Now remove the loop and make a single crochet. A single crochet only needs 1 chain stitch as the foundation chain. Make 1 chain stitch. Okay, let's get back. Next, let's crochet a single crochet in the stitch where you slip stitched. Insert the hook here. Place this tail on top. Pull the yarn through from top to bottom. Pull through 2 loops. This is a stitch. Place a marker at the first stitch. The pattern for the second round, 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. Insert into the same stitch and make a single crochet. This is 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. Crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Crochet another single crochet. Crochet 2 single crochets for the third stitch. Insert the hook here. Pull the yarn through. Pull through 2 loops. This is a single crochet. Insert into the same stitch again. Pull the yarn through. Pull through the same loops. Here is the fourth stitch. This tail is no need to put inside again. Pull through, and then pull through 2 loops on the hook at once. This is a cross single crochet. Then insert the hook into the same stitch. Pull the yarn through. Pull through the 2 loops. Start the 5th stitch. Firstly, insert the hook. Crochet out, and then pull through the 2 loops. Then insert the hook into the same stitch again. Pull the yarn through and pull through the 2 loops. Here is the 6th stitch. Insert the hook and pull the yarn through. Pull through the 2 loops. Insert the hook again. Pull the yarn through and then pull through the 2 loops. This is a slip stitch. This stitch is not crocheted. The first and last stitch will do a slip stitch at this stitch. Make a slip stitch here. Pull the yarn through. Then pull through directly. Start the third round. Make a chain stitch first. Then crochet a single crochet into the stitch where the slip stitch was made. Pull the yarn through. Pull through the 2 loops. Place a marker here. So where to place the marker? When making single crochet, have double crochet and double crochet. They all form a V-shaped stitch when viewed from the side. The first stitch after the foundation chain is the first stitch of the round. If you can't find this stitch, place a marker after making the first stitch. Place a marker at the first stitch. Where to place the marker? Where to place the marker? The V-shaped stitch when viewed from the side. When crocheting, go through the entire V-shaped stitch. When placing the marker, also go through the entire V-shaped stitch. The V-shaped stitch when viewed from the side. Place the marker by going through the entire V-shaped stitch. Next time, use the first stitch. Insert at the marker position. This is how to find the first stitch and place a marker. You might wonder, after making the first stitch and forming the V-shape, there is actually another V-shape in front. Why is the first stitch the one with the marker, and not the previous V-shape? Before making the first single crochet, make a foundation chain first. The foundation chain is not counted in the total stitch count. The foundation chain and the slip stitch at the end of each round are not counted. At the end of each round, make a slip stitch. Then, for the second round, make a foundation chain. These 2 stitches are not counted. Start counting stitches from the first stitch after the foundation chain. So place the marker at the first stitch, and not at the V-shape from the slip stitch. Okay, let's get back. We have crochet 6 increase in the second round. The third round is to crochet a single crochet and an increase. I will demonstrate how to crochet an increase. Insert the hook into this stitch. Pull the yarn through. Pull through 2 loops. Then crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. This is an increase. Insert the hook where you last inserted. Pull the yarn through. Pull through 2 loops. This is the first increase. Here is another version of increase. In this video, I will teach you how to make an increase in single crochet. An increase in single crochet means making 1 single crochet, then adding another single crochet. It means adding 1 single crochet on the current basis. Making 2 stitches in 1 stitch is called an increase in single crochet. So how do you make an increase in single crochet? Normally, you make 1 stitch in 1 stitch. This is the regular way of crocheting. For an increase, you make 2 stitches in 1 stitch. This is called an increase. Making 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. This is an increase in single crochet. If it is an increase in double crochet, it means making 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. An increase means making 2 stitches in 1 stitch. Changing 1 stitch into 2 stitches. This is called an increase. Let me demonstrate again. Make 1 stitch in 1 stitch. Enter the same stitch again and make another stitch. This is called an increase. Making 2 stitches in 1 stitch is called an increase. 1 stitch in 1 stitch. This is the regular way of crocheting. Now we are making single crochet, 1 stitch in 1 stitch. Making 2 stitches in 1 stitch is called an increase. Okay, let's get back. And the first set is done. For the third round, you need to repeat the 1 single crochet, 1 increase for 6 times. Crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Make an increase then. Insert the hook. Pull the yarn through. Pull through 2 loops. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. Start the third set. A single crochet. An increase. An increase means crocheting 2 single crochets in the same stitch. See, this is the first single crochet. This is the second single crochet. Here is the fourth set. Crochet a single crochet. An increase. Insert the hook here. Pull through. Pull through 2 loops. Crochet another stitch in the same stitch. Pull the yarn through. Pull through 2 loops. Crochet the fifth set. Insert the hook. Pull the yarn through. Don't pull too loose or too tight. Let the yarn move freely inside. Pull through 2 loops. An increase. Pull through. Pull through 2 loops. Insert the hook. Pull the yarn through, and then pull through 2 loops. Crochet the sixth set. A single crochet. An increase. Increase, crochet 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Same as before, we are not crocheting this stitch. Can you see that this stitch is not to be crocheted? Attention, this stitch is not to be crocheted. This is a slip stitch. A slip stitch is on the same line. Remove the slip marker and make a slip stitch with the first stitch. Pull the yarn through. Tighten the loop. Now, the third round is done.